So hello everyone, and thank you for joining this new product webinar. ICM Controls just keeps cranking out new products and really good stuff. This should be a really good product for sales reps, distributors, especially that are having trouble getting some of these products from the OEM. So what these new products are the ICM2818 and ICM2820. They're direct replacement furnace boards for manufactured housing boards, produced by Nortech. And so let's go ahead and just move on through this thing. A couple of pictures of the boards here, and I've got some other comparison slides that'll show you side by side. But these are direct replacements for Nortech furnace models M1M and MG1E. So any distributors that are in the manufactured housing business, and there are hundreds that are in this business, there's a lot of it out there, and more than people might think. And Nortech was number one in the manufactured housing industry for, ever, 30 plus years, certainly. And it started to dilute a little bit over the last several years due to some factors that will work in our favor in this segment. But the features of these furnace boards, they control furnace operation, including the function of the induced draft blower, circulating blower, ignition sequence, gas valve, and flame sense, monitor system safeties to properly lock out operation when there's a safety fault, detects and communicates faults using diagnostic LED to aid in troubleshooting. And these are form, fit, and functional replacements for the OEM boards that we list as a cross. And this ICM2818, for example, is for the Nortech M1M furnace. And the M1M had, this replaces a number of different boards, 903429, 624602, 62640, and so on. And these were used in Nortech brands. This particular board was used in Nortech brands, Intertherm, Miller, Medallion, and Revolve, for sure. And they might even have those out under the Nordyne or Nortech brand name. So certainly it would fit that as well. And but just the board replacements would have to be based on board model number, not furnace model number. We just know that these boards were used in those model furnaces. There may be others that, but you have to cross-reference on the part number list. And then the ICM2820, these are for the Nortech MG1E furnace, and it replaces primarily that 102-1575R, very popular Nortech board. And these also were used in the Intertherm, Miller, Medallion, and Revolve brands. Specifications, 120 volt, control voltage 18 to 30, pretty standard. And the blower motor, 5th horse, works on the 3-ton, 4-ton, 5-ton, and there are the 1/4 and 3/4 horse motors, and controls the inducer fan motor, hot surface igniter, and gas valve. We have a couple of features on our boards that make them a little bit enhanced from the original. Smaller physical size, and that is really important because it gives you more room for easy mounting. Some people come out with replacement boards that are larger than the original, and good luck finding real estate inside those cabinets to fit these things. So we always keep that in mind when we're manufacturing something. How do we make it easier for the contractor? And so that's a nice feature. Mounting holes line up exactly. So when you're replacing this board, pull the old one out, put the new one in, screw holes line right up. As existing harnesses plug right onto our board. Only fits on one way. It's hard to mess up. I never say impossible because people come up with some very clever ideas in the field sometimes. But enhanced safety circuit for redundant gas valve. And we usually do that when we manufacture a product. We figure out, what are some of the shortcomings of the original model? Are there ways that we can improve it? And we incorporate those features in. Um, you know, it's always competitively priced. Competitively priced in the manufactured housing segment is a very important detail. It's a pretty price sensitive market. So if we can save that homeowner, 20, 30, $50, it really goes a long way. And I think these are going to be very popular because we have done our research, and we should have price points that are right where they need to be in the market for distributors to accept an aftermarket replacement. Oftentimes, if given a choice, do you want the OEM board or do you want an aftermarket replacement? People assume the OEM board is better. It's not always better, and but people will assume that, and they'll pay a little bit more. Yeah, give me the OEM. But they should have no fear with ours, and we've got a track record of success with furnace boards. Everybody knows ICM. I hope everybody loves ICM, but we make a quality product, and everyone knows this. So it should go a long way to getting people to accept our enhanced aftermarket replacement. The 2820 board, uh, same thing. Smaller physical size, mounting holes line up exactly. Existing harnesses plug right on. Same thing, safety circuit with the redundant gas valve, and the competitive price. So these are identical, and you can see, it's identical with circuitry and basic, form, fit, and function. Um, they should have no problems. So distributor opportunities. Now, these are the ones that I could think of off the top of my head, but and I know there's more. There are probably hundreds of distributor opportunities out there. And so we're going to get our sales team and our reps focused on going out and talking directly with these customers, and showing them the boards. We've got sell sheets, installation guides. We have all that information out there. They can show them, in that fashion, and should go a long way. We can probably get some samples out to reps coming up pretty soon. But most of these, if not all, are names that we all recognize: 2J Supply, AC Pro, Airco, APR Supply, ARS, Bell Simons, and so on. And customers like Johnstone Supply, national customers, RE Michael, Jim Air, which is just part of the Watsco group. But all these people are in this business because there's a lot of it out there. The contractors are typically kind of dedicated to the segment, to the manufactured housing segment. Not always, but there's so much of it out there that a lot of these contractors dedicate themselves and specialize in that industry. There are some players that are outside of our normal wholesale activities, like Blevins. Blevins is national, and they have they're headquartered in Nashville. They specialize in the manufactured housing segment. They look just like one of our wholesale distributors, HVAC&R distributors, but they really focus on that segment. And so that's a good place to go. Champion Homes is a home builder. Obviously, we have to be a little careful with things like that because somebody like Blevins may sell directly to Champion. So we would have to, suss that out, figure out what that channel looks like and how to access it. Clayton Homes, same thing. And then Forest River, same thing. And let's see, who else do we have? We've got Skyline Homes builder, and then Stylecrest. Stylecrest is kind of like Blevins, and these are all places that we can go and maybe develop new business also with some of our other products. We've had conversations recently with Blevins, and opening up this opportunity gives him cause to look at some of our other products that make a lot of sense in their segment as well, like surge protection devices and so on. So lots of distributor opportunity there. Just something fresh to talk about, something exciting to talk about. There are lots and lots of these out in the field. So the volume opportunity, ICM2812, for example, um, was used in that M1M furnace. They sold those for 30 years. And, there's a million plus out there in the field. And you know how it goes with furnace boards. They're not replacement is not always the right option. I mean, if you have a furnace that's 30 years old, it's probably time for them to replace. But in this manufactured housing segment, oftentimes people will repair and they'll limp those things on along for as long as they can before replacing it. So, short of something like a crack and heat exchanger, something that would mandate replacement, um, a lot of people will continue to replace those things for years and years. Um, so, manufacturer warranty of 1 year. Most of them will be under warranty, out of warranty, and so an opportunity for an aftermarket replacement. ICM 2820 fits the MG1E. This is a newer HSI furnace, 80% HSI gas furnace, meant to replace the M1M, and they have really strong track record so far. It's been out there for maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe, but there are 100,000 plus in the field, most of which are again out of warranty, and so an aftermarket replacement is a good fit. And again, for all those reasons, price sensitive market, enhanced features on our product and stuff make it a very good fit for the segment. Any questions that anybody has, please feel free to ask as we go, and we'll see if we can answer them for you. That actually is it. So, is there any part of that you guys would like to touch on and talk about a little bit? I wanted to mostly lay out the opportunity. This is why we did this, because there's a ton of these things out in the field and a lot of distributor opportunity. Any questions and come into the chat or anything like that?
I didn't see any.
Okay. All right. So I told you guys this was going to be a quick one, and that's why. John, is there anything technically worth mentioning about these? I mean, it's a form, fit, and functional replacement for these boards that have been out in the field for some time. So, any technical things that we should mention?
I mean, outside of that, the fact that the manufacturing process and the type of substrate that the board is made out of is probably better than what the original equipment is. We use plated through hole construction on our boards, which, makes them a little bit more robust and eliminates dendrite, propagation, which can sometimes affect the reliability of a board. So ours will be a little bit more robust, a little bit more reliable in that sense. And again, another big selling point is that, this is an American-made product that, will support the local economy, and it's something that is very important to a lot of people. They'll just say, hey, I can buy an aftermarket replacements made right here in the U.S. and they're that even makes it another good selling point. But technical wise, it's just really been tested very, very well in our labs, and we feel we got a good, strong product here.
These are great inputs, John. I just wanted to add one more. This is an incredibly safe product. So, Keith, you mentioned the double line break on the gas valve in particular. There's a lot that goes into that in waveform recognition, pattern recognition, as far as failure mode effect analysis goes. So these are designed to the latest standards, IEC 60730-1 and 60730-2-5. So, again, incredibly safe, very reliable product, as John is indicating.
Right. And, things like conformal coating, so many design features that we just do automatically and have done forever. And that's part of the reason, that ICM has a solid reputation with contractors. I think for anyone in the sales department that may be dealing with some new customer names in the manufactured housing segment, these are things that we should always, present and push to them. Most of our existing wholesale distribution understands these things, but we'll have some new faces out there as a result of some of this, and so it's always important to push those quality features and the American made. That's why we have the loyalty that we do. So as always, I went to the wrong deal there. Sorry about that. As always, you can find all the information that you need out on the media library. Call us anytime. We're always happy to help. But if you go to the ICM website, icmcontrols.com, search out the media library, resources tab, you'll find product pictures, you'll find installation guides, you'll find sell sheets, you'll find product videos, installation videos, and webinars like these, and everything that you could possibly need is usually out there on the website, and directly downloadable information from the website. So if you guys have any questions at all, sales related questions, we're going to be sending out a product launch information on this, and we'll send out sales opportunity information to our reps on where to go, so that they know where the bodies are buried and where the opportunities are for these exciting new products. Any additional thoughts, comments? If not, we will call it a day here. But thank you guys very much for your time. And this will be posted out on the website for future viewing.
Thank you very much, Keith.
Thank you.
Thanks, Keith.
Appreciate you
Thanks,
guys.
Keith.
All right. Take care.
All right, bye.